Hello, my name is Yasin Kocha and welcome to my video on deployment. First of all, Windows Deployment Services basically allows network-based installation of operating systems such as, let's say, Windows 7 or Windows Vista. It will install them remotely to bare systems on the network. So to start, you want to go to your server, then go to Start and Administrative Tools. Here you'll go to Server Manager and add a new role. Go to Roles, Add Roles, and click on Next, and you'll select Windows Deployment Services. Click that and then go to Next. Next again. Leave this as default, click Next and Install. Now after your Windows Deployment Services has been successfully installed, you're going to close this. You're going to go to Start and back to your Administrative Tools, and here you should see Windows Deployment Services as a selectable option. You're going to click that. From here you go to Servers, and under your server you're going to go to Configure Server, right click, go to Configure Server, click on Next. Ensure that you have these four options here, these four listings. Click Next, click Next. Now you're going to get an error here because you're installing to the C drive when you're actually required to install to a separate disk. However, since this is a test environment, you're going to leave it to default and click Yes to continue. I have my DHCP up and running, so I will select these two options and hit Next. We'll respond to all client computers, select that option and hit Finish. Now we'll need the boot files for our OS. I'll be using Vista. In order to get our files into the VirtualBox, I mounted Windows Vista onto my virtual drive on my computer, as you can see here, under the DVD drive E. To get this into our VirtualBox, we're gonna have to go to Devices in our VM, go to Shared Folders. Here we're gonna add a folder to share. Click Add, enter the folder paths, and check my computer and select the E drive. Hit OK. Now we'll put this as read only and hit OK. Now in order to gain access to this file that we just added, we're gonna first exit this, gonna go to Start, then go to Network, and we should see our VBox server. As you can see here, click on that and go to your VBox server E drive. In this folder, we are gonna search for files with the extension of .wim. You should get two files. We'll copy both of them. Right click, copy. Then we'll go to our C drive, and under remote install we'll go there and we'll paste those two files that we just copied. Okay, now that this has been successfully copied, we need to go back to our Windows Deployment Services. Go back to our servers. Now under boot images, we will right click and go to add boot image. We go to browse. We'll go to that folder we just copied our files, remote install, and we'll add this boot.wim file. Click next. Leave this as default, click next, and allow it to add the boot image. Similarly, we'll do that for install images. We'll right click and go to install images. We'll browse and we'll add this install.wim file. Select it and hit open. Next, next, next. Now we'll wait for this to complete. Now after that has successfully been completed, you'll click finish, and here you'll be able to see all your available installations to be deployed. Now to test this, you want to go to your VirtualBox and create a new VM. me call this Vista deploy. You'll use all the default settings and create. First of all, we're gonna change some settings. You'll go into settings, go to system. You'll see network. Select that and move it up the list. Then we'll go to network. We'll use an internal network. Promiscuous smooth, allow all. Okay. And now we'll boot up our VM. As you can see here, it's asking to select an installation media. You go to cancel because you'll be booting it from the network. Following this, it will ask for your image and then it will boot. So that brings me to the end of this video on deployments. I hope I covered everything. I hope the video was informative and helpful, and thank you for watching.